his numbers we might touch on during the game, way above anything he's done previously. Your Sunday ticket at McDonald Jones Stadium, the first leg, and it's allowed to bounce by Bradman Best and Gold Coast. What a start for the visitors. Now the crash play, Saifiti had Stimson low, cutting him down on the spot, good tackle. Hastings, now Miller. The fast feet beat Foran, but not for Fifita. Hetherington, with Ponga in support, there's the offload, back to Crossland, not knocked on, backwards is the call. Ponga at the 10-metre line. Tanner Boyd grabbed hold and made the tackle. Here's Crossland taking his time with the kick across the ground into the sun, knocked back by Gagai. Hastings, the second kick, looking for Dom Young. Young with those long arms makes the catch and goes over in the corner. The double kick is double delight.
Well, it'll be an amazing try if in fact Dom Young's been able to get the ball in the in-goal area. It was heading across the sideline for mine. Gagai able to knock it back, and then just a little chip there. Dom Young on replay looks like he's been able to do it. Jackson Hastings, a little chip kick. Gee, he had some work to do. Dom Young, he was a long way from the ball when he leapt in the air, had to get both hands outstretched to take it. Somehow controls the ball and gets it down. It's incredible stuff from Dom Young.
14 tries in his last 14 games at his home venue.
Possible task. Nice play there from Foran. Just dragged Tyson Frizzell enough across.
So the bomb and the mistake invites more attack for the Titans. Liu wrapped up by Crossland and Elliott. As Darcy touched on, back from that frustrating pelvic injury, Adam Elliott. Vuna. Joe Vuna, edge forward, middle forward, out there now. Liu for Fifita, the offload, flamboyant. It was a flick picked up by Foran. And they get to the final play, only just, but they get there now. Boyd high, out towards a leaping winger. It's brilliant from Philip Sami. Soaring through the air, making the ball his own, and Gold Coast get a second.
Well, he is brilliant, Philip Sami. So good at all aspects of what it takes to be a very good winger. He's got footwork, he can jump in the air like this, pull in a ball that he shouldn't be able to, really.
Looking to level it up come half-time. Elliott with that carry. And now Hastings and Miller. Jacob Saifiti takes tackle 3. Back through Hastings, Ponga. And now Bradman Best one-on-one with Jojo Fifita, who slides down around the ankles effectively. Ponga calling Croker underneath. Then a kick nonchalantly for Tyson Frizzell. Kalyn Ponga kicks for Frizz, and Tyson gets there first.
Well, we'll see how important that try is come the 80-minute mark. With a minute and a half to go, Matty, they get a penalty. And then as the set's drawing to a close, Ponga out of dummy half, drifting across field, shows the ball on the inside, holds the defence up and kicks a perfect rubber kick there for Tyson Frizzell, who I'm sure has scored a try like this season. I'm sure he's followed through on a kick this year to score one in very similar circumstances. And what a time to score it. As the clock winds down to half-time, Frizzell latching onto what was a great kick there from Kalyn Ponga. Frizzell read it perfectly, gets past Brian Kelly. Cam Pereira really not in the show to make a play at the ball, and Frizzell leaps into the air.
Yeah, Phoenix Crossland in his 5th season at Newcastle. 45 games into his NRL career now. playing his 10th game of the season, so a regular in 2023.
Considering what he's had to do, and he's a utility half, come lock, and now he's been asked to play 80 minutes in the middle. I think he's doing a pretty good job, Matt.
Yeah, still a young player, just 22 years of age. And forward long to Kelly, who had Khan Pereira on his outside. Now he pulls the trigger on a pass. And the ball back in field. Jaden Campbell gets there. Kelly, it looked like he'd blown an opportunity. He brings Khan Pereira into it, and Campbell caps it off.
Certainly fooled Dane Gagai, and then eventually made it happen. And a great long ball back on the inside. Foran was there.
For the former Taree Panther. Crossland. Now Hastings. Here's Ponga, the long ball. Marziu gets there eventually. He just stayed in the wrestle.
Even knowing how strong and powerful he is, he had a lot of work to do. Sami there, Fafita there. He was able to...
Brazil on play one. He stays in Gold Coast half. And 2 set restarts for Newcastle as well, on top of that 4-3 penalty advantage. Tyson Gamble is out there. It goes through Hastings. Ponga! Dummies! Now he goes to Bradman Best. And Ponga provides his second try of the game. Best goes over. 2 try assists for Kalen. In the first half, it was Tyson Frizzell. In the second, it's Bradman Best.
In support. Too quick for Jaden Campbell. Great run, Kalen Ponga. Great pass to one-handed as he was falling. Out. Didn't get themselves out of their line. They handled Fafita and Foran coming at them.
Boyd Miller makes the catch, throws it in field, goes back to get it. Great play from the Newcastle fullback.
That was pretty clever, wasn't it? Lockie Miller there in a situation where he found himself on the sideline making a play at the ball. Stopped. Realised what he needed to do, just popped it over his head.
He's been watching the boundary fielders in the Big Bash.
Good stuff.
It's become a regular achievement. And Miller made that look pretty easy. Quick thinking, fast on his feet too. Speaking of fast on his feet, Ponga is cutting them to ribbons. Now he takes Campbell on. Kalen Ponga, what a game he is having. There's his best play. He took on Jaden Campbell, the speed merchant, and burnt him on the outside.
Oh, that does deserve a standing ovation. That was pretty special. Speed on the advantage line, at the defensive line. Little skip on the outside, gets on outside Fasua Malaawi, throws the dummy and throws another one to grab Jaden Campbell. Wrong foots the fullback. That is brilliant from Kalen Ponga. Shows the ball on the inside, doesn't miss a beat. Still has the acceleration to get around the fullback. Yes, pump of the fist, absolutely.
In the next game, Manly against Cronulla, the Sea Eagles with that 70% strike rate against the Sharks. Their best winning percentage, but Cronulla have taken the last 2. Here's Crossland. Since the 50-minute mark, look at the domination in terms of line breaks by Newcastle, missed tackles by Gold Coast. There might be a few more here if they're not careful. Bradman Best, wrapped up by Philip Sami. Ponga. Hastings for Gamble. Lockie Miller. Gagai straightens. Dane Gagai through a couple of turnstiles. They are powering towards the finish line, Newcastle. Dane Gagai straightened twice, and the defence barely got a hand on him.
Towards the inside shoulder, you still make contact with the defender and stop him. Don't give him the opportunity to get across and make that tackle.
And it's a big try to be awarded. It was 10 points the difference with time for Gold Coast. This makes it a really steep mountain now. You heard the argument from Kieran Foran. Justin Holbrook will no doubt be asked about that in the post-match media conference, and there will be plenty of people watching. And with the best part of 9 minutes to play, and Kalyn Ponga feeling really good about himself after a big 71 minutes so far. They want more points. In the right position right now. Crossland for Hastings, and this is Jacob Saifidi, or Daniel Saifidi. The chant again, Miller drops it onto his foot and drops it straight into the hands of David Fifita. Look at him go, running down the field, chased by Miller. Ponga coming, Ponga gets there too late. Fifita goes the length. But how much time is available to the Titans? Fifita with a monster run, two speedsters in pursuit, and Fifita gets it done.
Him from the other side of the field, just a couple of metres inside the 10, so that's a big run for a back row up. 72 minutes into the game, Matty. Slowing down at the end, but he was quick enough to get there, and there is time left. 8.5 minutes left on the clock. Poor kick. It was a poor kick. Last set to Phoenix Crossland out of dummy half. Has this opened the door for the Gold Coast Titans? You mentioned it yourself. They could score tries just as quick as what the Knights did. They got the players to do it.
Doesn't go to Daniel Saifidi. Now Hastings, the grubber, into the in goal. Tanner Boyd, work to do. He loses the ball. Bradman Best might have another one.
Very difficult, but make it 18. Near impossible now for the Titans.
Not going to change the outcome of the game, but it might change the final scoreline and the final margin. Important to many. It's 18 as we speak. A converted try here to get it back below 13. Ball on the ground, picked up there by Cruz Leeming, and the set restart comes to the Titans, who next week run into Canterbury at Sydney Olympic Park. Next Sunday, Mo Fodawaker and co. Leeming for Isaac Liu. Just the one try as a Titan for Isaac after his 9 seasons as a Rooster. Boyd for Kelly gets his hands clear for Khan Pereira to scoot over in the corner, and Lothie keeps this try-scoring run going.
That acceleration is outrageous, isn't it? Over 5 metres. That's
there are cars who don't accelerate that fast.
That's pretty good.
Now Foran back to Leeming. On for Fodawaker, who slips, goes back to his feet. 66 points scored this afternoon. With the Sunday ticket points frenzy extend to 4 pints. Now it's intercepted by Dom Young. He sets sail. How far's Dom going to go? Here comes Jaden Campbell. The stride is too long. Dominic Young races away. It is a party. It's party time in the Hunter. Dominic Young boots the ball into the crowd. It is standing and applauding. A 44-point haul, and it might be 46. What a day out it's been for the Knights.
Game win for Newcastle. Kieran Foran just trying to pull out something with the long ball there to Khan Pereira. Dom Young could see it coming. Controlled it beautifully. Off he went. Jaden Campbell, the only chance to catch him, but just not quick enough to go with Dom Young. 6th try of the second half. And a little bit of pressure on them after the bye. The Barley story was a non-event. So let's,
Absolutely.
That was a complete non-event.
No pressure, Lockie. I'm sure he's aware of that stat. Over it goes to cap quite the afternoon for the Newcastle Knights, for their coach Adam O'Brien. They have a 20-point win. They have their biggest total in a decade. They've taken down Kieran Foran and the Titans 46
26.